What's up, everybody? You guys know me, Omini, and I just wanted to take a moment. There's been a lot going on in the state of Texas, especially over the last week. And I know someone that's a legend in the game, and I wanted to share his wealth of knowledge because people back home right now don't know what to do. He owns a State Farm agency and has owned his own agency for well over 2 decades. So this is a heavyweight, does a lot of philanthropic work. He's one of my mentors and has meant a lot to me in my lifetime. And so I just wanted to bring him on and ask a few questions related to the current crisis in Texas. Brother Howard, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, warmer now than I was last week.
I never thought that being in Boston would actually be to my benefit versus being in Texas in the wintertime, but that's how it's.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
So I've got a couple questions, and the first one is, what do I do now? Let's take them on the track. Let's say they have insurance. What should they do? And then we'll go on a track. If they don't have insurance, what should they do? And before you say anything, got to put a disclaimer out there. All of this is information only. Okay. We are not giving information as to what you exactly should do step by step, but just as advice from someone that has been a heavyweight in the game. So at all times, please consult with your own agent. If you don't have an agent, Brother Howard would love to have a discussion with you in regards to that. But this is just some general information. So I wanted to put that out there. But back to the question, what should I do? If I have insurance, if I don't have insurance, I've got property damage, I've been out of power, my pipes have burst. Just take us through that.
Okay, great. Well, the first thing you need to do is contact your insurance agent. Call your company, put your claim on file so you're in notification mode. Reason I said call them now is because there's a long list of people waiting to be have their homes and properties inspected at this point. There's been a ton of losses that have occurred from this natural event, and the lines are just getting longer because you got to remember there's multiple insurance companies out there with multiple policyholders. So, and it's a limited supply of restoration companies, plumbers, and various service people to come in and help us out. So first thing is put your claim in so you'll be in line. If there's any water or damage still resonating from the loss, go ahead and clean that up and keep records of that, take photos of that, so that when you finally get in contact with your adjuster, you can share that information with the adjuster and have that all in your process there.
Fantastic. So should I expect my agent to handle and contact the plumber and the contractor, or should I on my own, in addition to contacting my agent, be looking for my own plumber, looking for my own adjuster? Like what responsibilities do they have versus what I should have?
Well, the responsibility is the clients. It's their home, it's their property. And if you want to get the best, you need to make that call yourself. Agents and companies really can't recommend anybody for you, So it's the same as if a person didn't have insurance. So a person with no insurance, they're going to have to reach out to these folks themselves, work out an agreement to help them through the process. If you do have insurance, you go and get that process going, but the insurance company will weigh in with you to walk through this process.
Perfect. And that leads into the question, if you don't have insurance at all, what type of strategy would you suggest? Is it important if I don't have insurance to contact a broker after the fact, or does it not really matter and I should just figure it out on my own? What would you suggest there?
Well, I think priority one is getting yourself back whole, So getting back to standard of living, again, as we said in the earlier clip, mainly contact the plumber, contact the restoration company, contact the contractor so you can get those things taken care of. And then after that, after it's all taken care of, then I would reach out to some carrier to provide you with some benefit for potential future losses.
Awesome. And in terms of timeline, let's say that you've got insurance, you've made the contact with your adjuster. How long should you wait before you start to feel like things aren't moving? What can you expect in terms of timeline? How does that normally go?
Well, normally, right? Yeah, that's where we are. We're not in a normal situation right now. On average, these companies are collecting about 10,000 claims per day, okay? So 10,000 per day. So you take all the companies that operate in the state of Texas and are filing claims at an enormous rate. So normal is not going to be normal right now. So main thing is get yourself on the grid. When I say grid, the line of the claim activity, so that you'll be in the category, so that they'll be reaching out to you. Now, what companies look at is there are different categories. So in some companies, there's a category one, meaning that's severe. People can't stay in the home. So they're going to take priority over someone that's a 2 or 3. A 2 is the moderate type of loss where you have damage, but you can still stay in the home. And a 3 is, say you may have cracks in the plumbing, but it's noticeable, but it's not really affecting your standard of living at this point. So typically the priority ones are going to get the call first, and then 2s and 3s will get those calls, a week or so after the fact. The process is longer than normal, though. You may be dragging this out, 2 to 3 weeks to get everything up and running, for you to get an estimate.
Awesome. And for your agency, does State Farm have any partnerships with other organizations to help in terms of disasters? What type of ammunition are you coming with your own Adrian Howard State Farm agency?
Well, let's start by there's no partnerships. We don't have partnerships. However, there are folks in the community that, we can help you, assist you with 2 or 3 names of individuals that you could reach out to assist you. You make the decision as the consumer on who you like to work with, because, there's a lot of people that come to us want to do business with us, but, we're just an insurance company just trying to help our clients, but we can't give you a specific person to work with. Our objective is to just try to help you find folks that, that have reputable ratings, that's licensed. That's one of the things that you want to make sure that the person is licensed. And that's easy, quick, go online, look it up, and then that'll tell you whether they're licensed or not. Because typically when you have claims like this, you're going to get a ton of people coming into the marketplace saying, I do restoration, I do plumbing. And those kind of things create problems, because if they're not licensed to do that, there's going to be a bigger problem down the road than what you're kind of faced with.
That's a really great point, making sure that the people that you deal with are licensed. Really, really great point. Now, if I had to address your agency specifically, what sets you apart? Why should someone contact the Adrian Howard State Farm Agency for their protection and their needs?
Well, for one, I'm genuinely concerned about my clients. I went to work yesterday all day, from 8 to 5 yesterday by myself. I'm working today. So I'm actually calling folks. They're calling me. I'm reaching out to folks today, trying to provide solutions today. Some people are at home this weekend, waiting for Monday. So that's the difference in me. I've been in business for over 20 years, I'm sorry. I've been in business for over 20 years. And I really value the relationship of the client. It's one thing to sell a client a policy, but it's another thing to deliver on the promise. And I was always raised to keep your word. And that's what I'm trying to do today. So I've been through these types of situations before, and it's no fun when you made a promise to someone and you can't deliver on that promise.
Incredible. And for the record, today is Sunday.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this brother is working on a Sunday and worked on a Saturday.
Right.
And that being said, I don't want to take any of your time or additional, even for you to come step aside and have this discussion with me real quick so we can provide some insights to people that are going through a horrific time right now. And we send all of our love and our thoughts and our positive energy out to those that are struggling in the state of Texas. And I just wanted to do a little part to show that, hey, there are people that are on the front lines that are here to help you get through this situation. And we're going to put Brother Howard's contact information on the screen for everybody. Don't hesitate, reach out. And again, Brother Howard, any final comments, any final things that you want to let the people know?
Well, we have a team in my office that's outstanding, and we have a bigger team at State Farm. State Farm is one of the most branded companies there, but there's a ton of companies out there that's doing a great job. And we definitely want to make sure that we just want you to be taken care of. It doesn't matter who you're with, who you represented by. Our goal is to provide you with the best service we can provide you with, and just make sure that people get back in their homes and get warm. Matter of fact, as I leave today, we're going to give water for the seniors. So we're going to pick up tons of water to give to the seniors because it's a low supply of that right now.
100%. And I saw a CNN report that said 14 million Texans are under a boil water order. So
Yeah.
get back to it, Brother Howard. I commend you for all the work that you've done and have been doing for the past 2 decades in the community. And I hope you have a great afternoon. Thank you for taking the time.
All right, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.